Defensemen, we've outlined the top 5 skills that you need to prioritize to be the most effective out there on the ice and get more ice time. So if you want to know what those are, definitely stick around to find out more. What's going on, guys? For those of you who don't know me, my name is Braden Pearl and I'm the CEO and founder of Advancement Hockey Advising, where we help players advance to the next level. Now we're going to get to the 5 skills in about 20 seconds, but the first main thing to really keep in mind here is the mindset that you need to have as a defenseman. You have to be an absolute menace out there that's gritty and that's hard to play against. If you're a guy that other players don't want to play against, right there you've done your job as a defenseman. So if you can adopt that mindset, even if you're an offensive D or a two-way D, to be a menace to play against is going to drive fear in the other players, and your coach is going to love that and is going to want to play you more out there. All right, now moving on to the top 5 skills here. So the first big one is puck retrieval and making a good first pass. If you're able to do that, coaches will absolutely love you and will automatically deem you as at least a two-way defenseman. Let's say a puck gets dumped in the corner, you're able to have good skating, so go retrieve the puck, look, pick up the puck and make a quick, nice play that's on the tape and move the other direction. Every coach loves that. It's every coach's dream, and that really helps teams win. It's those little kind of things, that little skill right there. If you're able to master that, basically it's going to help your team win that much more. You're going to get way more possession with a puck and you guys are going to succeed. A way to practice this is to continuously do drills where you just dump it in the corner, a forward pressures you, and then you basically make a nice breakout. You can practice this over and over again with just a few players and it really goes a long way. So I would say this is a top skill that you need to prioritize as a defenseman. Quick pro tips for this is 1, staying calm under pressure. So with practice, you'll learn this, but really making sure you stay calm, not get all tensed up and make a bad play. You know, staying calm and then taking that extra half second to look around and make that play. You would think, oh, I have to do it as quick as possible, but oftentimes the best defensemen, they're calm, they go and pick up the puck, they take an extra half second to look around, analyze where the best option is, and then they smoothly make that pass. So 2 little pro tips here within this tip that I want to give you guys. Skill number 2 to master here is getting shots through and getting it to the net. So many Ds out there, they want to have this big clap bomb that goes bar down, and yes, that's great and it makes that great, highlight reel celebration, but overall, the most effective Ds aren't the ones with the hardest shots, it's the ones that actually get it through. So about 1 foot off the ice, maybe a little bit lower, and getting it to the net. That way you can get a lot of rebound chances and you'll get a lot of assists this way, and you'll get the odd goal as well. I remember back in the day, me and other defensemen that I knew, we didn't really, when I'd walk the line, I wouldn't go and take a huge clap bomb. I just try and get it through it, and it'd be kind of a muffin sometimes, but sometimes those muffins actually go in because you actually get it to the net. The biggest thing to remember is to get shots through. If you do that, the coach will love you. They'll play you on the power play. They're just going to give you more ice time and you're going to get more points overall. So that's a big skill to learn as a defenseman. Skill number 3, that is closing the gap early, ideally at the blue line. If you're able to do this defensively, everything will get way easier. At first, when you start doing this, it's going to be very uncomfortable, right? You're going to get beat quite a bit when you start doing this in practice. So don't start doing this automatically next day in the game. It takes skill, it takes good skating, and it takes time to get that timing down. But once you get it down and you don't let forwards just easily walk into your zone and let them make their play, once you get good at closing that gap and taking them around the blue line area, it's going to force them to dump it or force them to turn it over, and then you'll be able to sometimes get that puck and transition the other way. So closing the gap at the blue line, although it will have a big adaptation period, will help you in the long run. It's a really, really big skill to know, to be able to close that gap as soon as possible. Skill number 4, becoming great at blocking shots. If you can do this, yes, it hurts. Yes, it sucks to do it, but honestly, nothing gets the teammates going more than a nice block shot that gets people really going. And secondly, you will get way more time on the PK. Overall, you're just going to help your team that much more. You're going to get more ice time, and the coach is just going to view as a trustworthy, reliable defenseman if you're good at blocking shots. So overall, very high yield skill for you to learn as a D-man. Don't really have to explain much into it. When you get really good at getting in the lanes, blocking the shots, you kind of get the hang of it. It just takes practice and time. It hurts. It's not fun to do, but you will get more ice time as a result of it. 5th skill here that I want to go over that ties with the mindset that I mentioned a while ago is being a one-on-one menace, okay? If you're a guy that in the corners, you're constantly on their case, you have an active stick, you're hard to play against, you hit hard, right? If you lean into the hit before they come to the corner, if you're just a guy that's hard to play against, in front of the net, if you're boxing them out, giving, cross checks, not to the point where you're going to get penalties, but enough to let them know that you're there, right? If at the blue line, you're closing the gap early, you have an active stick on the PK, just a guy that absolutely sucks to play against, you're one of those guys, you will be terrible to play against. People are going to want to come against you, and the coach is going to know that the team's going to feel that presence, and you're going to get more ice time as a result, okay? People are going to notice that you're a very good defensive defenseman if you do that. And that's it for the video, my friends. D, I'm giving you some love because I know a lot of the tips usually apply to forwards, so I want to make a video specific to you guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you got some value out of it, definitely destroy that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, drop a comment down below if you agree or disagree with these skills here, or if we forgot any skills that we should have mentioned. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We will catch up on that next one.